spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True internet I suffered the pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
true internet suffered to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True international effort to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True international effort to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True international effort to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True international effort to pressure.
And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like
True international effort to pressure.
Shut the fuck up! For God fucking sakes!